In 2024, Jack McLennan, an experienced hiker, vanished during a violent storm in Queensland, Australia. He was last seen leaving his campsite, intending to reach a nearby trail. His car was later found abandoned with personal items inside. The weather that night brought heavy rain and flooding waters. Police feared he was caught in sudden currents. Search teams launched immediate operations across rough terrain. Helicopters scanned wide areas, but visibility was poor. Jack's phone last pinged near the riverbank. Despite rapid efforts, no confirmed sightings were reported. His family begged for urgent answers. The disappearance shocked his local community. Friends described him as full of life and passionate about the outdoors. His case became a tragic Australian mystery. Authorities deployed elite rescue units and professional divers. The swollen river was examined with sonar equipment. Search dogs were brought to detect human scents. Drones scanned the forest, capturing aerial images. Still, no personal belongings or body evidence appeared. Harsh conditions made daily operations dangerous. Volunteers supported exhausted crews with supplies and coordination. The family joined every effort, refusing to give up hope. Jack's case drew national media attention. Locals described it as a haunting reminder of nature's power. Officials feared the river would carry him far away. Yet, the lack of strong evidence left doubts lingering. Each passing day deepened the chilling mystery. The search eventually slowed but never fully ended. The disappearance triggered different public theories. Some believed Jack drowned in the floods, while others suspected criminal foul play. Detectives investigated his phone and digital records. Online messages revealed no dangerous contacts. His family dismissed any claims of secret troubles. The community speculated he was misled by storm conditions. Theories of abduction by unknown strangers also emerged. The police could not confirm suspicious activity. His case resembled other unsolved hiker vanishings. The media highlighted similar outdoor tragedies. Still, no direct evidence supported criminal suspicions. For many, it remains a painful Australian mystery. Jack's name became tied to unending questions. His story remains unsolved, frozen in eerie silence. Today, the Jack McLennan disappearance remains officially unsolved. His family continues appealing for public help. They hold regular vigils and organize awareness campaigns. The case is classified as cold but still open. The truth about his fate remains painfully hidden. His parents struggle daily with silent grief. Journalists revisit his story, fueling national attention. His community remembers him through public tributes. Hikers now approach dangerous trails with caution and fear. The mystery reflects nature's deadly force. Yet unanswered questions suggest more than natural accidents. His family refuses to abandon their endless search. Until answers come, pain remains their constant companion. Jack's memory lingers as a missing traveler, lost to haunting silence. In April 2022, Mexico was shaken by the mysterious disappearance of 18-year-old Debani Escobar, a law student full of promise. She was last seen late at night after attending a party in Nuevo Leon. Friends said she left with a driver arranged through a ride-hailing app, but something went wrong. Hours later, a haunting photo of her standing alone on a dark highway became viral, symbolizing her last known moments. Her sudden disappearance gripped the nation, sparking fear and outrage. Families across Mexico shared her story, fearing the worst. Debani's father became a public figure, demanding action. The young student's vanishing quickly turned into a symbol of violence against women. Hope lingered, but darkness overshadowed every passing day. After nearly 2 weeks of desperate searching, Debani's body was found inside a water tank at a local motel. The discovery devastated her family and horrified the public. Authorities initially claimed it was an accident, sparking immediate anger. Forensic reports, however, revealed signs of sexual assault and trauma, contradicting official statements. The motel had been searched before, raising suspicions of negligence or cover-ups. Protests erupted across Mexico, with women demanding justice and safety. Her parents rejected the accident theory, insisting foul play was involved. The shocking discovery turned her case into an international headline. Vigils were held as thousands mourned the young woman's stolen future. Debani's case ignited massive demonstrations throughout Mexico. Women carried banners reading "Ni una más," not one more, to highlight the epidemic of femicides. Protesters accused authorities of mishandling evidence and silencing the truth. Social media exploded with debates, turning her name into a rallying cry for justice. The haunting image of her standing alone became a symbol of vulnerability and neglect. politicians faced mounting criticism as calls for reform grew louder. Families of other missing women joined the protests, linking Devonhe's tragedy to a broader crisis. Her death exposed systemic failures in protecting women. Outrage spread far beyond Mexico as global media highlighted the case. Today, Devonhe Escobar is remembered not just as a victim, but as a symbol of resistance. Her case remains officially unresolved, though investigations continue under pressure from her family and activists. Devonhe's father continues to speak publicly, refusing to let her story fade. Universities, schools, and communities in Mexico honor her memory with tributes and awareness programs. Her murder forced society to confront its darkest truths about gender-based violence. Documentaries and international coverage keep her case alive in global memory. For Mexico, Devonhe's tragedy is more than a crime. It is a wake-up call. Her story lingers as a haunting reminder of injustice and the fight for change. In January 2022, Ireland was stunned by the brutal murder of 23-year-old Aisling Murphy, a beloved schoolteacher and musician. She had gone for an afternoon jog along the Grand Canal in Tullamore, a route familiar and safe to locals. Suddenly, her life was cut short in a violent attack. Aisling was discovered by passers-by, but it was too late to save her. News of the tragedy spread instantly, plunging the nation into grief. Vigils formed overnight, with communities playing traditional Irish music in her honor. She was remembered as a kind soul who inspired students with her passion. Her shocking death marked one of Ireland's darkest moments in recent years. Police immediately launched a nationwide investigation. Within days, suspicion fell on Joseph Puska, a man later identified as her killer. Evidence, including DNA and eyewitness accounts, tied him to the crime. The investigation revealed chilling details of how Aisling was targeted while jogging in daylight. The public demanded swift justice as fear gripped women across Ireland. Social media campaigns spread messages of solidarity and safety. Authorities worked under immense pressure, determined to prove the case. The manhunt and subsequent arrests reassured the public, but grief overshadowed relief. For Aisling's family, no arrest could bring back their daughter. The murder triggered an outpouring of grief and anger. Thousands attended vigils, holding candles and singing Irish songs in Aisling's memory. Politicians, community leaders, and ordinary citizens stood together to denounce violence against women. Her funeral was broadcast nationally, with mourners lining the streets in silence. Tributes came from across the world, recognizing her as a symbol of innocence stolen. Women's groups demanded better protection and harsher punishments for offenders. The case became more than a crime. It became a cultural reckoning. Aisling's story united Ireland in sorrow and determination for change. In November 2023, Joseph Puska was convicted of Aisling Murphy's murder, ending months of a painful trial. He received a life sentence, but for her loved ones, closure remained elusive. Aisling's name became tied to new conversations about safety and gender violence in Ireland. Schools and communities launched initiatives in her honor. Her legacy lives on in music, education, and the voices of those who fight for women's rights. Documentaries and tributes continue to share her story worldwide. Though her life was stolen, her memory empowers others to demand change. Aisling Murphy's murder left Ireland scarred, but her spirit became a symbol of hope and justice.